Hi there, it's Rachel from Sage. How are you going today? I hope you're really well. I am going to do a bronzy face today, and I've got my SPF on, I've done my brows already, I've primed my lids, and I have put some face primer on the center of my face to calm down the redness. And if you've never used Dr. Jart's Cicapair Tiger Grass color correcting treatment, it is wonderful. I highly recommend it to you, especially if you have rosacea, sensitive skin, and you are prone to breakouts. The Centella asiatica in it will calm those down significantly. I've got a few down here and they're already being neutralized. So the palette I'm going to use today is Natasha Denona's Delicious Bronze palette. And I'm going to try Wayne Goss's 90-second eye. So I love Wayne Goss. If you don't watch Wayne Goss, nowadays he does super quick tutorials and they're really targeted. And this one is like a 3 shadow, one and done eye look. And so he says to go in with a mid-tone shade. So I'm going to go in with Suntan here. And he says, blow it right out, don't worry about messiness. Up through the crease. Right, and then go in with a light shade. So I'm going to go in with Beach, flip the brush. Inside. The eye socket there. Okay, let's do a bit more suntan. That's not much difference there. So 30 seconds so far. And then he says to go in with the dark shade. So I'm going with Magma. Right, and just really not worry about the tidiness or untidiness of it. Now he has a different eye shape to me. He got a cotton pad, micellar water, folded the cotton pad in half and went like this. So there it is. That's it. So this palette's really very good for a deeper skin tone because there's lots of mid-tone to deeper shades, particularly, here, these ones here, that one there. So I've done all matte and I've had to dial it down a bit because I found it, whenever I come back to the Natasha Denona palettes, I always find that they're so much punchier than other palettes, pigment-wise. So I've just dialed it back a bit with some brightening powder from Nikkia Joy, just to buff and blend here and to brighten a little. I haven't used the palette for a few weeks and I've sort of forgotten how punchy it is. Evening out the skin tone with the amazing L'Oreal True Match Nude Plumping Tinted Serum in 3-4 light medium. I can't really tell you how many pumps because I find the dropper never really works that well. So it might be 2 droppers worth of product for my whole face and down onto my neck. And I'm just really wanting an even skin tone here. I'm not really wanting coverage. It's super humid, super hot. Has been for weeks now. It is summer. It's high summer here in Australia. And I've been finding my makeup. I mean, how could I reasonably expect it to last through a 41-degree day with humidity anyway, wearing glasses, etc. So I'm just really wanting the evenness there, and it is a beautiful skin finish, I find. Honestly, it's basically foolproof. So bronzing up again with Tower 28 Bronzino in West Coast. This is a glowy bronzer, and I really like to put it there to attract light, and there it shears out a lot, so you'll see that in a moment. Before I start doing that, I'm going to go in with the Tower 28 Sculptino in Getty, which is not glowy but has a skin dew effect, but hasn't got that reflective quality. So I put that there. I'm also going to put a tip on my nose, a bit here and a bit here, and I'll be drawing that back up towards the ear and down onto the neck. Okay, let's buff that in. So there's probably more bronzer on my face than there is foundation, truth be known. I'm just going to use the same brush, my exceptional Refa B04, a very expensive brush, I concede. And no, not everybody needs to have expensive brushes. But by and large, they do last longer. They perform better for longer. And so I guess if you did like a cost-benefit analysis sort of a thing over time, you'd go, okay, well that did actually perform as it was supposed to for a really long time, and therefore is better value. That's how I see it. That's not to say I don't use Kmart brushes I got from Kmart. Sometimes the elf brushes are really good too, most of them. Yep, that's nice. That's a really good skin finish. So you can see it's sheared out really well, and it's not patchy. Gosh, I love those products. Tower 28 is one of the best brands I found last year, and we don't get all the products here in Australia, but we get quite a few, and I'm really happy with them so far. Oh, mascara. Still loving MAC Stack in Chestnut. I just can't finish it. It's amazing. So that's, you know, normally I just race through mascaras and they're dried up in like 3 months, but this one keeps going, keeps giving. Using the LYS Triple Fix Full Coverage Brightening Concealer. I don't find this full coverage. That's good. I don't really like full coverage concealers. MN1 is my shade. Trying to be light-handed there because these things can get away from us. And as I said, I'm not really looking for coverage today. I'm just looking for skin tone evening. Now I've got a cat paw brush here. This one's from Crown Brush. What number is it? The C508. It's really easy to keep track of the product with these sorts of brushes because of the angle and the denseness of the bristle construction, like the way they've been put together in the ferrule. That thing's called the ferrule. I don't think it's spelled F-E-R-A-L. I'm not really sure how it's spelled. I've never looked it up. Now, this concealer I like it because it's a really interesting combination between a gel-like dry down, going on cream and then drying down like a gel, which is unusual. I love LYS, the brand. Their foundation is beautiful for people with a drier skin, but it's not my summertime pick. This summer has been a more, I suppose, for where I live, a more conventional summer. It's been a lot hotter than we've had in the last 3 summers. I've been in the pool a lot more. Like last summer I did lots of gardening. This year I've hardly done any gardening because it's just been too hot. All right, now let's do some powder. I'm going to use the Kosas Candy Cloud Set. This is really nice. Got quite a dent in it already. I wouldn't recommend it all over the face, but certainly on the inner corner and the under eye. Look at that. See, the eye orbital area has just been blurred completely. And I'll show you what it does to the fold there. Pretty good, huh? I'm putting on a bit extra today. Because I wear glasses, I find that wear here is quite rapid. And I do get sweaty under the band, like the nose piece. I'm going to try putting a bit of powder on the nose piece this week at work, because once I put my glasses on in the morning, they're there all day. Let's see how that goes. Yes, I'm back teaching, almost full time. So far, so good. Honeymoon period, shall we say. I am not under any illusion that it's going to remain thus. But I am determined to remain calm. Because that's not, if I'm not calm, kids aren't going to calm down either. Okay, so we're quite mattified there now. Have I taken out too much shine? I feel I may have. I nearly decluttered this, didn't I? Moira Sunkissed Chic. This is like for a deeper skin tone, but it's so pretty. I couldn't do it. I just couldn't do it. So I'm just going to, because it's got a shimmer side and a matte side, just going to dot right in the middle there, give it a shake, do the dot face. Oh, that's cool, look at that. So that Tower 28 stuff, it kind of died a bit, didn't it? That goes to show that my skin kind of soaked it up because it's got some emollient benefits, and also that my skin's actually, even though I am obsessed with sunscreen, as you probably know, it has deepened up through the summer. Just being outside. I try to avoid being outside in the deep UV, heavy UV. And we've got an umbrella over our pool. One of those fixed ones. So my husband puts it up for me before I get in, which is nice of him. That looks better. That's pretty. Okay, so blush. I'm going to use, yes, I got one back again. I found it. The Revlon 006 in Naughty Nude. The other one like just literally broke apart on me and I was sad because I really loved it. So I got another one. I found one recently. It's just a little bit cooler than the bronzer. So I'm bringing it up onto that not very prominent cheekbone. And I'll put a little bit there on the tip of my nose because it's got some shimmer in it. Maybe a little bit here. Looks really nice on the clavicle. I've got my Elton John t-shirt on at the moment, but I'll be getting dressed shortly. Let's do some eyeliner. I've got the Stila Stay All Day dual-ended pen eyeliner in dark brown. My niece gave me this, isn't that nice? If you can hear a motorbike, it's actually a quad, or a buggy, it's not a quad. I live on a farm, if you didn't know. And my husband is out doing jobs. And no doubt the dogs will be on the back, thinking they're very important and useful. Actually, they are pretty useful. Murphy is our alert dog. He lets me know if someone's turning up. And Stinger is our sheepdog. Now what that means is he's an Australian Kelpie, and they are a shepherd dog. They are, and he's what's called a utility dog. So that means that he can round up sheep and cattle in a paddock. And so paddocks here in Australia can be massive, like massive, thousands of acres or hectares. Rather, he can help someone load a truck, put the sheep onto the truck, help my husband sort the sheep in the yards. Now the yards are like a fenced area with sets of gates, and so he can organise the sheep that need to go back out and keep eating the grass into those who need to be sold, who are ready to be sold. So he'll weigh them and assess them, and usually he just, because he's been doing it most of his life, he can put his hand on their back and tell if they're ready or fat enough to go to market. It's a skill that, you know, farmers have. In really bad times of drought, we've ended up with friends' stock try and feed them and save them, because we have more water than lots of people around here. That's just living in Australia. Water is everything. That's better. I don't really want it up, I want it out. I've seen a trend lately where people are drawing a downturned eye. If you have a downturned eye, you're on trend. Aren't you lucky? To complete the bronze look, I've got Lano Lips Bronze Gold 101 ointment. I've just opened this. I've never used this before, so I'm just going to put some on my hand. I think it's going to come out. I ended up sticking a brush in there. It's really firm in the tube, which is interesting. Okay. Smells like lanolin, which makes sense. It's thick. It's pigmented. It's staying where I put it. Oh wow, that tube is massive, and that could last like forever. Because I used the tiniest bit, but how pretty is that? That's beautiful. Is it sticky? Feels a little, but it's not doing the stringy thing, which is nice. I did put a lip pencil on to line my lips, but that tiny bit of product filled my lips. Yeah, that's really pretty. I've been wanting a bronze lip gloss, like not just shiny, not just sparkly, but actually bronze. Yeah, I like it. I like it a lot. A lot of people talk about Lano Lips as being a really good lip product, and the fact that it's got so much pigment in it. So Bronze Gold 101 ointment, that's it. Now, where did I get this from? Mecca, I think. Mecca in Australia. Yeah, I like that. See how long it lasts, eh? All right, I'm going to go and fix my hair and get dressed, and I'll come back and sign off with you. Right, I'm dressed. Let's see if you can see my outfit. So this is a top by Trenery, and the pants are from Roxy. They're like a wide leg pant at the bottom. Just putting a bit more of that Revlon blush down here. Catch the light a bit, that's pretty, huh? Face looks all right. Love that lip, really, really love that lip. Okay, let's finish off with some Maybelline Lasting Fix. Yep, pretty happy with that. Matte eye today. Glowy face. Really nice cheek, I love that. That's really nice. My hair's still a bit frizzy, but I did try to straighten it as best I can. I know I'm not doing as much uploading now, but I told you about that, so hopefully you understand. And I will see you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.